So we've got James Trivlis from Curator, but first we have some breaking news. There is a new product from Max Design.
I want to see this.
Yeah, and I'm freezing again. This is crazy. Looks like you're not going to see it this week. I'm going to hold it up.
Let's see it. Hold it up. Make sure you keep it still for a few moments. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, is that for an iPad mini?
This is an iPad mini.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool.
Roamer.
Oh, that's very, very cool.
Yeah. So I went to see Danny and Iris today to pick up the Prelude, the wooden booth, because I've got a new experience that absolutely needed it. And he's like, here, look at this. I'm like, holy crap. It's like, look at it. It's about the size of my head. And so I don't have an iPad in it yet. So it's supposed to be for an iPad mini. And then you can hook a DSLR, mount a DSLR camera right up here. And the camera actually sits above this.
Right.
The weight is 1.8 pounds.
That is light.
Well, now he can officially say he's got the lightest one out there.
The littlest and the lightest.
The littlest and the lightest.
Yeah. And there's new cables too that are marked, so you know which one's the iPad and which one's the lights. So that says iPad, so I'm not going to plug that in. And then, of course, it works directly with Curator software and a bunch of others as well. But yeah, it's fantastic. I love it. I've got now I've got to order an iPad mini. Just another thing to buy in 2026. You know, every year I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going to buy anything this year. And well, there goes that. So.
You know, you have to stay current. I mean, I think that's where it starts our conversation, but you got to stay current. You can't just sit there and, you know, try to not buy something new, especially if something new comes to the industry. You got to stay current.
You got to stay current. And the products just keep getting better and better. It's just insane.
I think products are evolving. I mean, take a look at Danny's product. I mean, even if you take a look at his V1 and to where it is right now, or any manufacturer for that matter, if you're not, you know, evolving, you're dying. If you're not living, you're dying, basically. But, you know, in terms of Danny, he's I mean, look at what he just created. That's awesome. And it's lightweight.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a case for it. It's small, but I don't even think I need a case for it.
I was going to say, you can put it in a purse.
It'll fit in my pocket, I think, because I got big pockets. I'm a big guy.
That's true. That's fun.
Oh my God. So I can't wait to take that out. But yeah, so James, you're here, and
yay.
PBX is just like a week, and it's actually a little less than 2 weeks away.
Stressful.
It always is.
Stressful.
But you've been working hard with the team. You've got really cool things you've been doing since last year.
Yes.
So what's going on? What do you guys got going on?
Well, you said team. Yeah, the team has definitely grown. We've definitely grown because we're doing a lot of other things and new things. And you're right to think that we're working on a lot of new things. You've been obviously privy. You've seen the new print server, which actually is going to officially be out of beta as of PBX, which I'm very happy about. Technically, it's out of beta now. That new print server, let's just call it, you know, what it is. It's a print manager. The latest one, which we're very excited about because we see a huge increase in people printing. We've talked to a lot of our customers obviously are printing, or at least adding prints to their offerings. And it's not just the basic prints, because we keep getting the conversation of, hey, can you do a 2x6? Can you do a square? Can you do a 4x6 and a 6x4? Oh, by the way, we're doing headshots. Could you do printer pooling? Can we add 4 printers at the same time? The answer to all those questions are yes. And just like the question you asked me this morning, Art, when we had a quick conversation, which was, you know, when I press print on AI, am I just going to get the AI? And will it automatically print in the print server? The answer is yes. So we're very excited about the print server. That's like a big piece. We spent a lot of time and effort into it. And it's a zero connect print server. And I keep talking about it because it's literally, we've tried to make printing as easy as possible. And I believe we have done it, but there's a sweet treat that people don't know. And we are, based on what I understand, the only ones that do this. It allows you to connect a iOS device directly with a USB cable, period. You don't need Ethernet. You can use Ethernet, but now you could just connect your iPad photo booth directly to a computer, PC or Mac, via USB, and it will automatically find it and automatically connect and spit out a test print and allow you to print, which is great. So yeah, that's one piece. I'd say one of the other things that we've really done this year or the past year is we've taken a step back. Probably haven't heard much from us over the past, I'd say, 8 months. We reevaluated a lot of the products that we're offering, and we wanted to make them simpler.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make them user friendly, and we also had to reevaluate the business as a whole. You know, what are all these? What are all of us software providers doing? We're cramming features and we're cramming new things with, heck, AI and video AI and photography and sharing stations. You got to realize at some point, and we did early on this year or last year, that some flows just simply don't work with a photo booth application. And you got to take a step back and say, all right, well, maybe we're not doing it right. Maybe we should be doing it the way everybody else is. So our big release this year at the show, which you'll see, or one of, and you're going to see a lot because we're bringing a few things that we don't typically bring to these types of shows, is photography mode. But it's not photography mode. It's actually a separate application that is Curator Photographer. This application is multi-device, so it's not only for iPhone, it's also for Android and possibly a few others, which we already know about. And it's a different flow. It's something that a photographer can actually use, not a photo boother, or a photo boother can use the way that it needs to be used when you're taking pictures at an event. It's simple to use. It allows you to also do AI. It allows you to do background removal all on device. And it's a simple connection, USB, and you're good to go. But again, it's a different flow than you're typically used to when it comes to the other photo booth flows, as well as photography flows from the other softwares that are out there. I'll say
you said Android. That's a big.
Yes. So that was a big feat. So we decided most of the customers that we talk to or that use our product, obviously they use iPads, but their phones are Android. And they're like, I hate iPhones. I hate iPads. I only use it because that's what I have to do because there's nothing else out there. And we all know Android is not the best thing for photo boothing because of the actual camera that's in it isn't the best on the tablet side. On the phones, they're incredible. Those cameras, I mean, in some cases, and I have an iPhone, and yes, it is orange. Go figure. Of course, exactly. But the iPhone camera is great, but in some cases, Android, kind of blows it away. I love it. Good one, Dave. The Android phone's really good, but being able to connect that DSLR, take that picture, they wanted an Android application, so we built it. And we not only built it, we made it work, again, in a new flow, a new way, which, again, is a Curator Live app, is part of your subscription, but it's a separate application specifically built for photography flow, Santa photos, Easter Bunny photos, roaming photography, roaming around, taking pictures, etc. Just makes it a little easier. And again, you're going to get a sweet peek at it, not peek, you'll get introduced to it at PDX, which we're very excited about. So yeah, those are some of the things.
Just some. What about the AI stuff? I mean, it's pretty important right now. A lot of people are running that gamut, and I've used the AI in your platform, and I mean, I personally like that you already have prompts in there.
Yes,
you're not prompt hunting or prompt baking, so to speak.
Prompt hunting or prompt baking is that where you're going? So. Yeah. A lot of our customers, actually, they come to us and they don't know what they want. They have no clue what they need. And what they're looking for is basically a simple way to add AI. Now, AI, right now, there's, the people that are using either ChatGPT or Nano Banana or even Nano Banana Pro. And there's different versions of that as well. You've got the 1K model, 2K model, 4K model. Then you have variations of it. And there's a lot of different aspects to it. As well, being able to, create specific prompts just for background, specific prompts for the actual subject, specific background usage, or just commenting and saying, hey, use this particular logo somewhere within the photo. And, for AI, I think AI is extremely hot right now. I still think it's hot, and I think a lot of people love it. But it's interesting. I had a conversation with somebody yesterday. He said to me, he goes, hey, I took it to a school function. The teachers loved it. The principal loved it. Everybody loved it. The kids, they had fun with it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, they were looking for that true photo. They wanted to see themselves with their friends next to them.
Yeah.
I think it's not gimmicky. And I said before, and I think somebody else will say it again, I do believe that AI photo manipulation will go to the ways of like digital props. It's going to be there. You're going to be able to do it. It's not something you're going to probably want to do at a wedding, although you might want to do it. It's fun. Printing AI is extremely hot. So if you are doing AI, I do recommend you do that. We've got a lot of customers that are actually setting up shop and selling the AI photos. It's incredible what they're doing with that. And printing out some large size photos, because it's just those AI photos, they look beautiful. Like, you take a picture, it looks great. I mean, heck, may I share my screen? I'll show you a few, I guess. Or
let's take a look.
That's I don't know what direction you want to take the conversation. So
you're driving this, man. This is all you.
Beep, beep. Let's have some fun. Let me hit share
But
screen.
except the ones that Art posted that he got torn apart on.
Yeah. So we've got the wedding industry where watercolor artists and sketch artists and caricature artists are hired for these events, but they can only pump out 5 per hour. You got a wedding of 150. You got a lot of guests that can't get a watercolor or a character sketch or a regular sketch. And so I posted up that I'm doing this experience, and the artists went crazy. They were pissed.
Oh, yeah. I bet.
And I get it.
Well, it's interesting you say that. So, the artists, like the people that do caricatures, I mean, use one of these prompts. I'll zoom into one, but even the prompts that are here, but all of these prompts are pre-built. And I'm going to go down. Let's go to the generative AI. Obviously we have everything from Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, adventure, pop culture, art styles. Is a boatload of stuff, all including face swap, which we don't charge for face swap. That's kind of included right now. But you have your styles and your modern arts. And actually, let me go to all real quick and I'll show you. So all of these that you see here are pre-prompts. So basically, these are prompts that you can use that are in the Curator library that you can just get up and going right now. Some of them are Nano Banana. Some of them are Nano Banana Pro. You'll see the cost obviously difference. You'll see the difference here. But there's a lot of different prompts here that you can use. And you can also create your own, which if you know how to do it, there's a lot of ways to do it. You have your prompt, you have your background, you have your style reference, but it's fairly simple to build out a prompt. It's not hard. Now, the photos, let's go watch some photos. I mean, these are just some basic examples I was playing around with in the office. But even photos, which I don't know if I have this event set up, things like this, I mean, that does not look, doesn't make me happy. But you can see here, taking a photo right over here and it creating this with my head down, but also creating this is pretty impressive. And all this is just built on prompts. Yeah. It's very easy. And it's not just for one person. It's also for many, because there's a lot of ways that you could do it. So even images, let me actually go. Here's one thing. I don't know if customers are aware of this, but we do iris photography. That is going to be something that's going to be very unique, I think, in the near future, but something to keep an eye out for, basically being able to take a photo and then manipulating it. But all these photos, whether it's one person or many, are simply created using AI. And I think AI is, it's here to stay. It's really cool what you can do. One of the other things, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. The video AI. And I think that's something that you should really keep an eye on. I think this year at PBX, you're going to see a ton of people using video AI and basically being able to take a single photo and from that single photo output a video based on what you want. For example, this particular one, I don't know if I could zoom in here, but this is literally, it'll take a picture of two people or one person or many, and it puts a parrot in their hands and it acts as if they're in a zoo, but it's a picture of them, again, doing that, which is really cool. So just kind of showing you what's possible.
So is that available now, the video AI?
Video AI will be released in for PBX. But actually, if you want it now, I can give it to you. In other words, if you ask us on the chat, we're happy to give it to you. It's not hard to do. It's very simple to do. And yes, Let me actually go here. Go down.
And you want that. You want users to be testing this out for you because it helps you kind of refine and improve the system.
It does, because I mean, even with AI, we're always so. Let's talk AI for a second. Let me pause this real quick.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you want to pull me back up. So, one of the biggest, I think, I'm not talking for other apps, but I'll tell you what we do. We've not had anybody say, "Hey, this doesn't look like me," or if it does, it's a caricature version of them that is a resemblance of them. Now, there are prompts in AI, but then there's a pre-prompt and a post-prompt. There are the prompts that us technology users actually add to your prompt to ensure that you get exactly what it is that you want. So if you sit there and say, hey, I want to turn myself into an elf, then what we're doing is we're making sure that it's your likeness. We're making sure that it looks like you, that it's your ethnicity, that it's not trying to do something like give you an extra finger or extra hand or 3 eyeballs, as we're all aware. And those
extra fingers,
the extra fingers, 20 hands, not saying it doesn't happen because it's subjective and it is AI, but in reality, we're pre-prompting. So these are things that we do. I can't speak for other apps. I know that a few do it. We pre-prompt and post-prompt to ensure that you're actually getting what you want, because most of the users that are out there just say, hey, I want to be an elf. They're not building out hey, I want to be an elf that's, sitting in front of Santa Claus, wrapping a gift and, doing all these other things, adding these other positive and negative comments in it.
Cloth, all that kind of stuff.
All of that, basically. So that's really, I think video AI is really cool. I think it's awesome. I think it's still expensive for the masses. I think that you're going to see that at PBX. I think you'll definitely see AI obviously everywhere.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we're all doing the same thing. And that's kind of why I think in another year or two, it's just it's a digital prop. That's
it is. I mean, there's already a ton of apps out there that people can play with this stuff on their phones by themselves, right?
Correct.
But it's what I think it is. It's how do you capture this as a service that's packaged in a way they can't do themselves.
True.
So
let's say this. So most people in this industry, in the photo booth industry, I would say, because they come to us and they say, hey, I want to turn myself into this. I want to caricature, whatever that might be. But where they're missing it is the fact that AI can do a lot more than just turn you into Santa Claus. It can make a picture that you took on your photo booth look as if it was taken by a professional photographer and edited by a professional editor. So therefore, when you're building it, like right now, Dave, you're inside of a beautiful multi-million-dollar home in Denver somewhere. That's what it looks like. My point is that we can turn a photo into something better. It doesn't have to be Christmas themed, Easter bunny themed, or something of the sort. So it's unique, something different. Yeah. So that's AI though. But yeah, I think AI.
So tell me about the post prompt and the pre prompt.
So pre-prompt and post-prompt, making sure, again, that's what we do. So when every prompt that gets added, we make sure that obviously, again, you're not getting 10, you're getting 10 fingers and 10 toes, not 20, and 20 toes, that you're not getting 2 eyeballs. We're making sure that your likeness is controlled. We're making sure that the actual file gets created. So if there is any issues, we come back, find out what the issue is, and then try to reproduce it, recreate it. So, I know some softwares out there may try once and then it fails. It fails. With us, we'll try. We don't charge you for those extra tries, so to speak. It's just part of what it is. The other, I think, but that would be the pre-post and post-prompt. So it's not, even if you added your own pre-prompt and post-prompt, like, hey, make sure that the skin color, the complexion is exactly the way that it looks in the photo and is kept on the output. If you add that on top of what we already write within the prompt when it gets sent to the AI, it's okay. There's not going to be any issues with that. So I would continue prompting the way you do prompt, but just know that we're making sure and trying to do the best that we can to make sure you get what you want to get. Yeah. Comes to AI. It's fun.
mind boggling. It's happening so fast. It's happening so.
Oh, let's not go there. Actually, how's AI changed your business?
Well, for me, like anything else, I test it out at events, and then, like I mentioned before, the whole bride thing. It's like I see all these requests for watercolor artists and caricature artists.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, well, there's an opportunity there, and there's a problem that people are trying to solve, and we've got this AI here. So I've actually packaged together an AI watercolor sketch artist and pencil sketch experience. And not only that, but the full presentation dressing the part. I just went to Max Design today and saw Danny and Iris and picked up their Prelude booth, which is like the wooden photo booth with the tripod, because I want it to look like it's an artist setting, right? So it's not just any old photo booth sitting there pumping out just prints. I want, the look, and then it prints it out, and then we're actually going to frame them. So I've created an experience, an experiential experience out of just that is one component, the AI, but very specialized. So we'll see. I'm debuting it at a bridal show in March, and we're going to set it up, and there's going to be a couch with a lounge and a whole like floral grass wall, and we've got 2 whiskey barrels set off to the side. That's going to kind of setting the mood, so to speak, not just your normal photo booth sitting there just pumping out regular pictures.
Well, I commend you in looking at the entire experience, because you said you obviously people looking for those particular artistic styles, and sometimes it's not about just, hey, yeah, I can create that on the app, I can do that. It's, hey, let me set the mood, let me create the scene, and by having a new booth, and I know Danny's booth, it's great, it's a beautiful booth, but it says artistic. Wooden booth and all that. It's not just, hey, so you're thinking out of the box, and I'm sure you'll get some business with that, which is great.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Only way to do it is to test it out and see what the response is. But so far, I've done it a couple times just at an event. I'll always add something extra, right, to an event without them knowing. And I'll say, hey, I've got this thing here. You want to try it out? They're like, sure. And the response from them is, holy, when they see it, their minds are blown. Especially when I hand it to them in a nice frame, they're just like, whoa. And of course, you get tipped because of that kind of stuff. And referrals, like I just had 5 leads come in today, not just from that, but just in general. But like, it's the little things that I do that get all these referrals out there. And this week's been crazy, like leads out the wazoo.
I'm going to say this. I'm glad that you just said that. I was on the phone with 2 people today, and one of the individuals that I was speaking to, that we were texting with, I asked him, I said, hey, are you going to PBX? And he's like, I was, but I'm not now. He's like, you don't understand. My phone is ringing off the hook. I go, and I had asked him earlier this week, actually on Monday, and I had said to him, I said, hey, how's business? He's like, meh, not so good. So all of a sudden, for that change to take effect, and it's not only him, it's several people, and now I'm hearing it from you, I'm wondering if my spidey photo booth senses are saying, hey, the event industry is ripe right now and doing well and on an upward swing. Because I will say a lot of people did take a big dip, especially in the in fourth quarter. So that's interesting. Huh.
Well, I think so, and Chris Marks is watching this. So hi, Chris. He and I put our data together for a 3-year span, and I could share this. It is very insightful in the fact that the data that we had was 3 years of form fills that came through our websites together, and what I wanted to do was take a look at trends. So let me open up this sheet here, and then I'll start sharing. And you can actually see what months of the year are hot and which months of the year are not. And there's a big difference between hot being I'm booked for events this month versus this is the month that I get leads for future events. So let me just go here. Let's go like this. Again, this is a 3-year span. And I use this for marketing to understand when to spend money, because you can see what months they're not going to be popular. So let me go share screen.
Yeah, I'd love to see this actually.
Let's go window this here, share. All right, let's go right here. All right, so if you take a look at this, you'll see peaks and valleys. This is a course of 3 years on average, right? So February and January, beginning of the year, obviously January makes sense because everybody's done with the holidays. They've had their dinner table discussions of the plans they've got coming up the year. They just got engaged, whatever it is. And now they come to January with a New Year's resolution of getting stuff done, right? So they're hitting the pavement, they're making phone calls, they're doing the research.
You got
a lot of leads.
bridal shows and all that stuff too around that time.
And the thing is, I don't even do a lot of bridal shows, but it's top of mind, right, Dave? And then just like going to the gym and was it the drink-free January? What do they call that? Dry January? Dry January. Everybody quits the gym in February, so you can see that drop off in leads.
Interesting.
But, and then August and September are the worst months of the year for people reaching out to book the services for some strange reason.
That's interesting.
It's just hard data that I look at.
But meanwhile, on my side of things, it's the complete opposite of what I'm looking at here, which is why I'm a little shocked at the moment.
Well, so you to order your software or to use it?
Yeah, so we get and the reason why I'm looking at August and September are some of the most busiest months for us. Like they're ridiculous.
But you're not just photo booth. You're like theme parks and
yes. Well,
right?
Let me be clear though. I'm sorry.
Vacation time. People are out at those theme parks and.
Well, it's not that per se. What I mean by that is that we have more people engaging with us to learn the software on those particular months. So we have more people coming on because I think they're prepping for the fourth quarter. So those particular months are like, hey, I've used this other software. Let me take a look at you. They don't feel like they're cheating because they're not in December or so they're checking us out. So that's interesting.
Well, those are the downtimes. Like there's a lot of, depending upon where you're at in the US, July and August may not be a great month. Like in Texas, when it's like 104 degrees out every day, not a lot of weddings are happening. So, and a lot of parts in the US. So you have all these vendors, photo booth people and photographers that are going to have some downtime. And what do you do when you have downtime? You start working on your business, your marketing, testing out new software. So that makes sense in your case.
Yeah, that's.
But you're also doing some of the around that time of year, James. You're also at different
shows
too.
Yeah.
So I could see that peak for you.
Yeah, shows are well. Obviously, we do a lot of shows, but there's a lot of other industries, obviously, that we're in, and photo booth is one of them. Photo boothing is the core, I would say. It's fun. We get to hear what the newest stuff is. I guess we've been doing a lot of we've been working with some really cool companies lately. Really cool agencies that are doing some really incredible things, movie sets, so to speak, where LA video type of thing. Like I can't even say because I'm under NDA, but like really fully enclosed LED sets.
Right.
They're wanting to capture video. Like it's just incredible. That's cool. But yeah, that's been fun lately.
So we're gonna see Curator on the scrolling screens and the credits.
No, well, maybe there. I don't think so. I don't think that.
No,
definitely not that. No, actually, that's the fun part. If you don't know that Curator even existed, then we did it right because we're behind the scenes. We're completely behind the scenes.
Lead gaffer James Trivlis.
Yeah, I mean it's we're not here, and it's not James, it's Curator. But yeah, I'm the face of the company, which is cool. I'm really
listen. You see Pixar out there, on stuff, and they wound up getting bought by Disney. So who knows?
No, I wish that we were that big in the big leagues in order to do that. That would be freaking awesome. I would love that. Yeah, I think the name of the game right now is to kind of put your ear to the rail and see what's new. I mean, like we were just talking about AI and everything else. It's like what's new. How else can we build something new? What else can I offer customers in the industry to help them make more money? And I think we've got a few things that we're going to show off at PBX that I think people are going to like. So, and some new business models, which that's something else,
That's one of the things I think.
Oh, go for it.
Go ahead. Art.
So we have a question from somebody there's a lot of people in the chat.
Really?
But Stephen Murphy asked, let me open this up a little bit. Can you prompt lighting type, editing style, camera effects, etc.? Says Evoto has a whole drama accidentally launching AI headshot service.
Yes, actually, I was at that show when they launched it. I was there, and I actually saw the Facebook post, and I read the Facebook post, and saw how they apologized to their entire community, because when you're talking to specifically when you're talking to a photographer, the photo that gets taken is about their professionalism, their understanding of how to position, take a photo, aperture, etc. It's about them, and it upset a lot of people in the community. So let's put it this way: I like making people smile, and Evoto is on the professional side. Two different things.
Yeah.
If we allow you to prompt, you can use that prompt to use it how you see fit. So you can create that prompt to do exactly what it is that you want. Lighting styles. We just had somebody reach out to us about, I think it's called tintype photography. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's the old school photography where you would put it inside the chemicals and it would have rays of light. So AI now, we did it for them. We helped them build out the prompt for that. It was very easy to do, but that is a specific style of photography that has been lost from generations, but now it's coming back, and it's going to be used at South by Southwest, which is really cool with Curator. Yes, for a few brands. With that being said, yes, AI can be used for that, and AI can be used to act as a designer, act as somebody that can digitally edit things. But you are technically in control of what that AI is being told to do. What they do with that information, you don't have much of control, but it depends on the prompt. And that skill of prompting has gotten a lot easier over the past, I'd say, 6 to 8 months, because now I could literally tell some AIs, depending on which AI LLM that we're using, hey, I just need you to make this photo look better. And it will do it. It will assume, but you obviously want to say, hey, I want to have this particular shutter speed. I want this particular aperture. I want this particular lighting. I want the morning look. I want the, this type of a reflection. So yes, AIs can absolutely be used for that. Hopefully I answered your question.
I think that does.
Yeah. You said there's a lot of people in the chat. Where's this chat? Well, I don't see the chat.
Oh, it's in the Facebook chat. It's
in the PBN.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris Marks. We got Sharon's in there. Danny Max is in there.
Hey guys.
Michael Viner is in there. Martin Eduardo. Gary Gully. A bunch of people.
Yeah.
And it goes on and on and on. You're very popular, James.
I don't know that, but I appreciate everybody, because I wouldn't be here today. Honestly, so let's say this. It's our 10-year anniversary, guys. 10 years. 10 years. We've been doing this for 10 years now. And it blows
I remember the first meeting of you. So,
That's right. Yeah. It was actually, wait, hold on. It was you. I think it was, oh my gosh, it was Denny. It was, I can't think of names right now because I'm on the spot, but yeah, you are as well. Actually, I remember you were there. And I still remember being humbled because we were the first ones to do background removal and actual digital props at the time on device. And I remember, I was humbled because we had a line out the door at PBX when we launched that. But yeah, it's our 10-year anniversary, and I'm going to do a quick shout out and a plug. So this year, Curator Live, and you're going to start seeing some advertisements, has taken over the closing party for Photo Booth Expo. So, woohoo! My team's already screaming out there.
They just want a party. That's all that is.
It's a party. It's a party.
It's a party.
It's a party. So we're going to go. We're hosting it. We hope everybody comes somewhere between 10 and 12 o'clock. We're going to have some cake, have some balloons flying around or something like that. But it is going to be our 10-year anniversary. Very proud of it. Very humbled and very happy to have everybody join. We've reached out to all the groups that we have sponsored over the years, from Latinx to you name it. Everybody's welcome. We want to have the biggest show of people coming out to the party. We'd love to have you there. Also, the music won't be too loud in the beginning. We do open the doors at 8 o'clock. We know some people don't like loud noise. So between 8 and 9, it's not going to be too crazy. But then I can't say what's going to happen afterwards. 10, 11, 12, forget it. It's Vegas, baby. It's Vegas.
Will there be IV drips for all the people that have been drinking all week?
I don't know. I don't really drink anymore, which is, so we'll see how that goes. I even pulled soda out of my diet, man. I don't have any soda anymore either. It's crazy.
Yeah, so I've actually pulled coffee out of my diet.
No, I can't do that. No, love myself some coffee.
Last time I had a cup just to test it, I was jittery, like beyond belief. I was like, nope, I'm not going back to coffee.
I have a great coffee machine. I use it every morning when I wake up, and it's delicious. And but no soda, forget it. Not we're taking a side thing here though, but I was drinking too much soda, and I felt it. I'm 50 years old this year. I'm turning 50, so it's a 10-year anniversary, and I'm turning 50 this year in June. So I was like, all right, I got to start cleaning my act. I got to start cleaning my act up at 50.
That's usually the time. That's when it happens.
That ship sailed. So it started cleaning up that diet a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how long that lasts, though.
Oh my gosh. Well, pretty excited to see all the new stuff, and I'm really excited about that print server. I
want to show you guys more, and I'd love to tell you some more, but honestly, I can't.
No,
I prefer you see it because people know Curator as Curator, the photo booth app. Great, but as you two know, we're in a lot of other industries, and this year we have decided to bring what we typically have at all these other industries over. So from the theme parks to for haunted houses. So we're going to show you what you can do, what's possible. And hopefully offer you the ability to create new business ideas. We have one customer that has already set up shop in a mall using our product, and they're selling AI photos, and they're making money. Malls are dying, but some are not, and people are looking for some new ways of making money. It is photo boothing, don't get me wrong, but what we do is we make people smile.
Yeah, you know what? I was in the other room the other day looking on the wall, and we have an old time photo picture of me and my family. You know, those saloons, you'd go in and you dress up and do that. Now you don't need to go to one of those places and put on that smelly, sticky, sweaty clothing.
You're right, you don't, and you don't want to, obviously.
No, I think COVID shut that down. Like after COVID, you don't see those anymore. People are looking at those like, wow, I just wore a shirt that probably 100 other people wore in this week, and I'm guaranteeing it wasn't washed.
Yeah, I remember what was the places in the mall that you would go to headshots and stuff? Was it back in the day? I guess what was it?
Sears and JCPenney.
Well, I guess Sears and JCPenney's had that stuff too. But
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I can't remember the name. It was Glamour Shots. Yep. You'd go in and get your Glamour Shots.
I remember that from Napoleon Dynamite.
That's right. Oh man, I'm old. The Glamour Shots, for all you kids and early photo boothers out there, Glamour Shots was a little store that was in malls that you would go to and get headshots or photos of you in very unique poses.
The Goldbergs, the TV show The Goldbergs, they did that a bunch of times.
Oh yeah. I love
great.
those. I love that. It was fun. But it's funny you bring up the old time photos. When I was a kid, I grew up in Coney Island. I think you might know that. And I would go down there, and I'd always see all that taking place. So you'd be able to go in and change yourself into an outfit and get pictures taken. And I always wanted to do it, but when I was younger, we didn't have a lot of money, so my parents were like, "No, can't do it." Now it's interesting because like you said, you can just do that with an AI prompt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I still think there's something to be said about dressing up.
Well, we're glad you dressed up, James. I mean, the thought of you coming on here without a shirt would just not be right.
That was your. I don't think I'm taking my shirt off. It's not happening. I don't think anybody on this stream wants to see that.
Listen, I think I still have an AI picture of him with muscles.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean with? I do have muscles. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the 6-pack abs and all that. I think I have one of those pictures.
I think you do, actually. I think you do.
Arthur Roberts says Olin Mills was another one of those types.
Olin Mills, yeah. Olin Mills was another one of those. Yeah,
that's right.
Matter of fact, I remember my family going to that.
Well, you could take a picture. Like if I took a picture off my wall and put it up to the camera and got it just right, you could actually turn that. So James, find an old picture of you as a kid.
Yeah.
And finally make that dream happen of you sitting in a mall posing like this with a big cat behind you,
The cat with the lasers.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I know what kind of an event I'm going to create for PBX now. I think it's going to be the 80s retro, the glamour shots, have the lasers go off. I think that's awesome. But isn't it interesting that we literally can think it and we can create it?
Yeah.
That blows my mind with AI. I'm so blown away by it.
Yeah.
And for anybody out there that hasn't gotten bit by the AI bug, please make sure that you're not using bug spray, so to speak, to get rid of it. Because if you're pushing it away, it's gonna hurt you. You need to at least play with it.
Right.
And it's not just photos; it's everything. Claude you name it, all of our industries.
You're missing so much.
It's incredible.
It's pretty powerful stuff.
Blows my mind. Yeah. So what else? I could talk to you about a few things. I guess.
Coney Island dogs, how are they?
Coney Island dogs? You know what? Nathan's was always great. I always enjoyed it. But you know what I really thought was interesting? They sell frogs' legs there. I don't know if they still do that. Yeah, I don't know if you knew that. And they also have what's called a chow mein sandwich at Nathan's. Yep. Exact. Or a lo mein or chow mein sandwich. Very awkward. It is what it is. But I miss Coney Island. I grew up there. I loved it. I don't want to go back. But yes, it was fun.
Yeah, you're in Florida now, so you're in a safer place.
Yes, I agree. Oh, you were talking about Coney Island and it just made me think. Let's talk about some other things in the industry. We talk about photo boothing, and we talk about photography. We haven't touched on glam bots, and we were just talking about glamour shots.
It's something that I just don't find in my toolbox, the glam bots.
And I don't think that it should be if your area doesn't warrant it. But
yeah, it doesn't.
Have you gotten anybody asking for it? That type of experience?
Not at all.
Okay. How about yourself, Dave?
I have, yeah. You
have? Okay. Yeah. We've had the pleasure of working alongside Bill over at OrcaView. He's been in our office for an extended period of time. Hi, Bill, if you're watching. Bill's been great. He has been kind enough to lend us one of his glam bots. We've had it here for over probably almost, several months now. And we've got something sweet to show everybody at PBX with the glam bot. The glam bot's going to have a new mode for Curator. Or let me put it this way. Curator is going to have a new mode called Studio Mode. Studio Mode is going to allow you to work with the glam bot and do more things with it rather than the typical thing. It's going to make your life easier to manage the different types of videos, sizes, overlays, backgrounds, all with a push of a button. So something else to know that we're going to bring and something to look forward to when we get to PBX is the new glam bot, because we will have one at our booth.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go, Dave. Jump on that.
Get on it, Dave.
I'm very interested in that. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the those guys that dress up in the robot suits on stilts.
Yeah.
Have some kind of like photo booth thing with that. It's like that'd be
they could add it. All they have to do is just add an iPad to the front of their suit or something like that.
Pretty scary.
Those
things are scary.
It's I don't know. Yeah. What else? How can we take more photos?
I just, I'm just curious to see and can't wait to see all the new stuff that's going to happen this year. So.
Well, you're definitely not going to be able to walk by the Curator Live booth and not want to touch something. That was kind of our goal this year, to make it more touchable. And you'll see why when you get there. You'll be able to touch and play. and grab a camera, take a photo, connect it, see how the print server works, see how it all comes together. And then it's, your choice to compare. But
that's what I'm looking forward to is the print server.
Yeah, that has been I'm in love with it.
I've been using the print server since day one.
But it's night and day. I don't believe you use the new one. The new one is a zero connect. You do not connect to it. As long as your device is all online, either Ethernet, USB, Wi-Fi, or internet, they will communicate with each other and print accordingly.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, Dave. You just open up your iPad, open up the app, and as long as your server's open up on the thing, it's like, boop, connected. I'm like, awesome. Right. One less step that I have to tell my staff to do.
Exactly. Obviously, the same, issues and pop up, such as, hey, I'm not, if you're on a different network, it's not going to work. You need internet for it if you want to use that type of printing. And if you're in a venue, you can't expect Live Nation to have a public venue Wi-Fi that's going to allow you to move files freely. So you always have to bring your own network or hotspot. Obviously, that's always recommended. But
can I ask just a question or a request? Like, just in case for some strange reason they don't want to use the new print server, can they still use the old print server?
Yes, it is backwards compatible, although you're going to want to for a lot of reasons. The main reason also is the fact that we built in margin control. The margin control is a new user interface editor that allows you to literally see your photo and move it around to say, oh, this is exactly where I want it to cut. This is how to scale. It's completely different, so to speak. It gives you a lot of possibilities. If you'd like, I can kind of give you an idea. You want me to share my screen and show you this?
I would love to see it.
Yeah, this is here. Let me go ahead and do this. And again, printing has always been one of our not issues. It's been the industry's issue. So as an industry, you have, a typical print server that people have is like this. It's just a small little window, or excuse me, it's just a window. Let me actually make it small again so everybody can see it. All right. You have your events, and for us, it's not just a server, it's a manager. So you have all your photos that come in, you have all your AI photos that come in, everything you see, whether or not it's coming in from the cloud or if it's coming in from a device. From here, you have access to our slideshow gallery. You can open the folder to see all the photos. But this is what I was mentioning before. So let's just assume you're connected to the DMP, well, not DS40. Let's go to a 60 real quick. Mitsubishi. I only got the 40. So from here, you get to see all of your sizes. And actually, you are one of the reasons why I built it this way, from the feedback that you provided. So now you have access to all your print sizes here. You know whether or not you can cut it or not. And then you have the visual editor. The visual editor, allows you to set your scale. So now you can physically see exactly where your photo is and adjust it accordingly for either a photo strip or a regular. Hit apply, and then it will obviously, take effect. Now, from here, actually, I'll discard that. Some of the other things is printer pooling. So being able to pool printers, have one or many printers, saying exactly the type of size that you want to have that printer to print to. So if you only want certain sizes to be printed on particular printers, you can have a DS80 and a DS620 and 820 and a 40 if you wanted to, and all three could be printing different sizes, or all of them can be printing the same size, and it's just going to send the print to the correct printer. So that's the idea here. There are some basic settings, print override settings, and copy folder in case you want to use a third-party application for slideshow or whatever. But basically, that's the print server. It's pretty simple, but it's an instant connect print server. That's the way we like it. That's how we built it. And let me see if I can get onto the app here. Actually, I don't know if I downloaded it. So let me see. And if all works out, you can see how my phone instantly showed up here. iPhone. So this is mine. And this allows you to print. You can print via, again, enable printing from either USB, Wi-Fi, or Ethernet, which is great. You also have a step-by-step tutorial that we've added in here, including all of the drivers that you now have. Also, you do not have to set up any of the drivers. Once you install them, we will set up all the right sizes, portrait, landscape, 2-inch cut, not 2-inch cut for all of the printers that you see here. We've already gone through that. And basically also set up a helpful article on, how to connect via USB, Wi-Fi, or even Ethernet.
And this is all within the print server. So you don't have to log into Curator Live separately, go to the help section, try to find the article. It's all right there at your fingertips. Okay.
Yeah. So I think for, when I had said earlier in our when we first started talking, we took a step back and, like I said, how is it that we can better help our customers? And I remember, Art, I gave you one of the beta files of it. You were testing it and you provided some feedback. And I got some feedback from others. And it was, I watched you, where you were installing it, how you were installing it, where you were getting your information from, looked at the user experience, and not only that, the user interface. And we went back and said, okay, this is what we need. The other thing is that when you connect a printer and it connects for the first time, it will spit out a print that says you're now connected. So you'll know that it's connected. Once it's just like the WCMs and the Aircast Pros do, this print server will do that. So it gives you more feedback. Yeah,
I like that. That's really cool. I didn't even think about that.
Exactly. So that's my point. We really wanted to try to simplify it and try to make it easier. And printing isn't going away.
Nope.
I know for a fact printing is our number one growing thing.
I mean, I try to sell digital, and people are like, "No, we want prints." I'm like, "All right, cool."
Exactly. But it's not just the print, it's the prints. It's the 6x4, the 4x6, the photo strip, the 6x8, the 8x10, the 6x14, the 6x20. It's all of those. And that's why, we really focused on this, because the majority of our customers want options.
Well, thank you. Thank you for giving us those options.
No, you're welcome. My job here is to help you make money. That's what I do.
All right, let's see if we got anybody else. I know we're coming up on an hour, and already. Good. That's how quick it goes, man.
It's like a blink of an eye. I can't believe PBX is right around the corner.
Yeah, a little bit less than 2 weeks. So
I know.
Dave, you got anything? Otherwise, we can let James get back to his lab, so to speak. The mad scientist with his crew.
No idea. No idea.
All right.
No, I'm good. I mean, I was just glad that we were able to get James on.
It's been busy. The whole team's been busy. It's been crazy.
I think we may have Rob for next week to talk about the show.
Oh, we have Danny Max on next week too, so we can get both of them on.
Rock on.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Cool.
If I may, if we are going to cut short, I want to say thank you to both of you, because again, I still go back to the time in PBX walking up and, the old timers. And I think it was you, Art, you kind of put your hand over it. It was like, we got to take care of each other. It's true. But I've learned a lot from all of you. Dave, I remember getting on a phone call from you back in the day when we had Pix Booth. And I remember you literally reaming my butt out saying, and you said it, you gave me the hard facts, and I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for those hard facts. Same with you, Art. I truly appreciate your feedback, because growth does not come from lack thereof. It only comes from the feedback that is given. I appreciate it. I want it. I love it. That's how we grow. And I want everybody to grow the same way.
Thank you, James. We feel the same way.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
10
James,
years.
I consider you one of the best professionals in the industry.
Thank you very much, Dave. You as well, honestly. Both of you.
Cool.
So,
Art's just kind of, he's just one of those guys.
Huh? What?
But I have to put up with him, so we just say that about each other.
We love you. This is how we show our affection. We joke.
That's it. That's what happens when you work together on a show.
That's true. That's true. Wait, hold on. How many shows have you guys done total?
10.
No.
A lot. I think we're
million is what it seems like.
Yeah, I think it's we're 3 years in or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Just chit-chatting away.
Art is the plaid guru.
Oh, yeah. I like plaid shirts. I like them.
And he cannot lie.
And he can't lie. I love it. That's too funny.
Oh, all
That's
right.
Chris.
Yeah, that's Chris Marks. Chris actually wanted to thank you, James. He says, kudos to Curator for the best support ever. By the way, live chat at 9 p.m. on a Friday night blew his mind.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, try calling us on the 800 number. That'll blow your mind quite well because we answer.
Yeah.
And it's not just me.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Cool.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll see you in less than 2 weeks.
Definitely.
Yeah.
A lot to show. So talk to you guys later. Yes.
All right. Yep. See you guys.
Toodles. Thanks, Art. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate you.
Yep.